Hey guys, welcome back to FIFA 22 Fuenlabrada career mode. And yes, I have made a return finally after missing around 2 weeks time, I believe. And yes, it is a big weeks for me. My friend from the States have visited me, so I'm taking like a little break off. Plus, that was the time when my exam was over, so giving myself a little bit of a break from pretty much everything, from gaming or from from this channel, or just from studying in general. And right now I'm back, and this is gonna be horrible because I completely blanked out, and of course I wouldn't necessarily understand or know or remember everything from the last episode that we did. And of course, last episode we signed an amazing player from FC Barcelona, which is Elias. He's playing on the right winger role. But of course, he's a player adapts to play a little bit more forward than in general. But of course, playing as a right midfielder, he has to trap back since we do not have a fullback in the team. Or I'm trying to get rid of that four at the back formation, trying to adapt to a much different formation than before. I know I've been playing 4-5-1, 4-3-3 formation throughout my whole, throughout a long time. But then, of course, right now I'm trying to do a little bit something different, a little bit more challenging, which is the adaptation to 3 at the back or 5 at the back as well, playing either one less defender or one more defender in the back line right there. But of course, which potentially disrupt the whole midfield situation or the striker situation, and that's what we did earlier in the season, where we could not defend. We've been conceding a lot of goals, not scoring a lot of goals, and we are ranging it around the 12 or mid-table. But of course, at that moment where I thought we might not have a chance to actually qualify, not just qualify, but to get promoted, whether it's the automatic promotion or playoffs, I thought we wouldn't stand a chance in this first season. But of course, right now, since I changed the tactics, changed the individual roles for each player, it feels a little bit better, where my right midfielders or even left midfielders are just they starting to know how to defend, and which is something that I really do love to see. Just like a lot of more togetherness at the back, but of course, which does not answer our current defensive crisis right there. We are losing 3-0 to Corona right there, and of course, in the last minute as well. And we already know halfway throughout the game, there's no way we are going to win this game. 3-0, another defeat in our bag to finish up the first game. And right here, this is a very controversial, transfer right here. Sosula from Ukraine, from Ukraine, 32 euros, 63 rated. But of course, should have just taken the money right here. I was thinking about this so hard. I was thinking about getting a little bit more money, but turns out it was such a huge mistake. Should not have done that. Should have probably just accept the deal, add a little bit more money into the bank or into the budget, so we can sign more players. But right here, we are playing in Copa de España. Right here, we versus against Burgos CF. But of course, right there, this is the game where, again, we are making some rotational changes. Again, whether we win it or we lose it does not matter, because our first priority in this career mode or in this season, it's potentially getting promoted to La Liga. If not, I wouldn't mind even spending another extra year in the second division. We just got to make sure we get the good players in the future. Of course, I believe the youth system has not been treating us very nicely, even though, yes, we did have a few players being called up. We have 3, if you guys remember, Endora, Stranat, and also the newly called up Guzman. But unfortunately, none of them are actually, have a potential tag, unfortunately. So it is going to be tough, but again, they are going to be a very valuable players for us for now, because if you guys remember, our team is pretty much aging at this point. A lot of around 30 euro in the team. For example, this guy, our captain Adrian, is definitely 32 or 34, and I believe another of our, I believe in other midfielder, which is, or defender, 38-year-old. And of course, recently we sold our right midfielder, who arguably has the best rating in the team. Do not remember his name, but he was 34-year-old. But of course, right now we are focusing on more of the youth side of this team, and that's what we're trying to do. 3-0 to Fuenlabrada, and Strana right here trying to make it a 4, but unfortunately, good save by the goalkeeper. And right here, pretty much we have this game in hand already, and we are feeling very good about it. I know it's a cup game, I know it's a cup competition, which doesn't really mean anything at this point, but of course we are trying to do our best right here. And here comes a counter attack. Here comes Ontiveros coming on the right hand side, actually left hand side right here, dribbling past the defender and take a shot, but good save by the goalkeeper. And we are still searching for another goal if we can before the end of time, but unfortunately that will be the end of for today's game right there. 3-0. We are through to the next round. Very happy, and we have received a signing, or we have received a transfer offer from Mikel Agu, which you guys know he has been. I have extended his contract, but you know what? I'm going to make things a little bit spicy right here. He's 28-year-old, arguably one of the best central defensive midfielder in the team so far, but letting him go for a evaluation of over another 100K, which is going to be a little bit tough, because if we sell him, then we might not have enough good quality midfielders in the middle especially. So this is going to be tough, letting go another good player. But of course, we are trying to get that money to sign a much younger player, but of course with a greater potential than Agu. So right here, Agu might be making his last ever appearance for the club, but of course I certainly will miss him. But of course, it's all for the greater good. And right here, we are traveling back at home, play against UD Las Palmas, which was our former, or I think it was 2 years ago. I did a career mode on Las Palmas, but of course I just finished the first season, got promoted, but somehow just did not restart the whole career mode again. But instead we move on to FIFA 21 back then, and I can't believe FIFA 21 was so long ago right there. And right here, Las Palmas will be the first team who score, and guess who scored right here? Actually, no, it is Hesse, correct? I believe Jonathan Vieira. I'm sorry about that, but to be honest, I think, well, there's Hesse right there. Didn't realize he had moved to a lower league side. I know back then he was such a big hype for PSG, but all of a sudden his ability has dropped significantly for the past few years. And right here, Andorra has to make a sacrifice. Well, it wasn't really a sacrifice. We couldn't really find a chance in the game, and somehow we just lost another player from red card, from suspension, so which means he will be out for 1 game, which is, I found it very funny, because in FIFA, if you no matter if you get straight red or second yellow card, you get a 1 match ban regardless. But in real life, you get a 3 match ban if it is an instant 3 games, instant red card. So I wish FIFA is going to do that. But before going on to this episode, I realized that FIFA will not be the next game next year. Apparently it's called EA Sports CF or FC, something like that. How I feel about it, not very sure about it, but you know what, I hope there is something new in the game, something more exciting than just the plain old FIFA for the past 15 years. And right now, we're moving on to the final game of this episode. We are playing against Atletico Madrid, and of course, Agu has left the club, which means Konate, actually, who I have been oblivious about for the past few months, where, you know what, didn't thought he would be a decent player, but of course, he will be the person who will step in for Agu, and hopefully trying to make his name in this game, or in this career mode, because again, we don't have much squad depth, a quality squad depth as well, so it is going to be a little bit different, but he will try his best for sure. And right here, we had the first chance here, starting off pretty strong, I believe. Right there, I forgot his name. Gonzalez, was it Gonzalez? Our number 15, newly signed central attacking midfielder. Miss a goal right there. And right here, Ontiveros has been tackled onto the ground. and Marcos Llorente will be taking a yellow card, and we have gotten ourselves a penalty right here to potentially take the lead here against Diego Simon right here versus All Black, who is the player. Actually, that is Navarro, turns out to be, and I believe he is the. I believe he has the best ability in penalty. And right here, first goal right here, yes he can. We are taking 1-0 lead against Atletico Madrid. Again, a very big step for us. I know we have been struggling throughout the whole season, but scoring the first goal against the big titan, the big Spanish titan, is definitely going to help us for the remainder of the season. I have no guarantee that we are going to win this game, because it turns out it's Atletico Madrid. All you need to win this game is pretty much luck at this point. So right here, a good save by our goalkeeper. And in the 54th minute, headers away. Here comes Jimenez dribbling down inside, right outside the box. Here comes Llorente. What a great skills by him. Of course, the post has denied his goal right there. 57th minute, trying out life, defending without life right here. Griezmann scores, and you know what? Griezmann at one point, he is going to score regardless, and right there he has scored the first goal for Atletico Madrid finally, and they tied the game 1-1. It is going to be a very difficult game regardless, but we are not going to give up. 65th minutes right here. Here comes Carrasco on the right hand side, pass it back to Llorente, into Griezmann, back to Llorente. Some good footballs right here, and Cunha, and takes a shot, but good save by the goalkeeper once again to keep us in the game right there. 1-1 still. 69th minute. You just couldn't get the ball past our halfway line at this point. Here comes Koke, right outside the box, dribbling down the middle to Felix, and just you know, allow questionable defensive tactics right there. But I'm not gonna blame the guys right there, because again, we're playing against Atletico Madrid. It is bound to happen. We are bound to not to win this game. I think just saying that they're 100% gonna lose is a little bit harsh, but not going to win this game. It's more of a fair words to use. And here comes Carrasco, take a shot, and again, one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he is going to score that goal regardless. 84 minutes in, 3-1, and we are down by 2 goals right there. But you know what? After that penalty kick, we just never have a chance to make a comeback, or even just to answer the game. And that's how the episode ends. 9 wins, 7 draws, and also 8 losses in total. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. We are 5 points away from Girona, who is currently at 6th place right there, but I'm not too worried about it. We still have around less than 20 games to go, I believe. I think 18 games to go, but I believe in my team. I believe we might have a chance to potentially make a comeback, hit the playoff spot. But this is what I'm hoping for now. Other than that, there's nothing much that I can commentate at this point. And of course, the bottom part of the leagues right here wouldn't matter, because there is no 3rd division anyway. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in a bit.